Welcome, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has ridiculed the rising confidence of the opposition coalition to unseat the All Progressive Congress, describing their political maneuvers as outdated, a 419 format that no longer fool Nigerians. Speaking, he said Nigerians have become more politically discerning and are aware of the opposition's gimmicks, which he claims are nothing more than recycled strategies building up for public appeal. According to him, I know them very well. They know us very well. These tactics they are employing are expired. They are 419 formats that have been used over the years. I was an EFCC prosecutor. I know those formats. Nigerians know them too. You cannot deceive Nigerians with this expired format again. So he said, let's take a look.
Okay, they know us very well. We also know them very well. They are not strangers to us, so we know them very well. And some of these tactics that they are using is what they call, 419. People they use, 419 boys, they used to, I used to prosecute them. I was an EFC prosecutor. They have a format, 419 format. The format they are using is expired. The 419 experts format that the ADC they are using and the so-called coalition is expired format. So Nigerians know them. Nigerians know those formats already. You can't use those formats to deceive Nigerians. Reeling out figures, picking up isolated incidents of some, indices and using it for generalization, hasty generalization. Nigerians know them very well. And we know them very well. I saw one of them huffing and puffing one day on one of your programs, huffing and puffing that he wants to rescue. That person displays wealth every day, puts 500 cars in his garage and all that, and he's telling Nigerians he wants to rescue them. And you think Nigerians, even if they are disappointed with us, we now rely on that person. We now trust that kind of person and his ilk to hand over power to them. The real question going forward is whether we have gotten the macroeconomics right. Guess what? It is the macroeconomics that will now lead to more jobs, to pulling down inflation. The inflation rate is coming down. The naira has been steady. The exchange rate has been steady. Foreign reserves are rising. Government revenues are rising. These are indices of a healthy economy. Then guess what? It will now begin to trickle down. It is the trickle down effect that will finally free up spaces for jobs, that we put money in the pockets of people. Guess what? All of these old taxes I'm using, you say prices. What was yam last year? What was yam this year? Is expired formats. If it's about prices, has prices been stable since 1960? Has prices been stable since 1970? Is the normal rise you have?
Minister,
no, hold on. I mean, you must give me this time.
These people are not,
give me 5 minutes.
Are not the ones on the street.
We have 5 minutes.
They are not the Nigerians who are campaigning and protesting on the street, Minister.
Don't interrupt me.
No, I need to ask you the question.
We know them very well.
But they are not the only.
See, you said they are getting stronger. Is APC getting weaker? I'm asking you.
We saw the same thing.
Is APC getting weaker? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
You know, the president called them coalition of confusion people. Confused coalition. That's what the president called them. I have little time, but I would have broken it down to you. This program that they are going nowhere.
How do you mean?
In terms of the demography. You know, you must call me a political Nostradamus at this time. Nostradamus. Because don't forget that I have been back-to-back chief spokesperson to 2 presidents. And I know the demography very well. If anybody claims to know that demography, and on this your program, go and play back my tapes. I told you exactly what was going on in 2019 in terms of where we're going to lose, where we're going to win the numbers. In 2023, I told you exactly what was going to happen. Play back my tapes on this program. So you can call me a Nostradamus, a political. I told you, and we have looked at we are going to work hard. So this is not a program of chest beating and all that. No. We like what is happening. I like what is happening. They are putting us on our toes. So it's going to make us work harder. But the numbers are not looking good for them. I'll tell you something. This so-called ADC they are forming, whoever they bring, I want to give you a small expo, but it's an expo that will not help them. Either way, in 2023, do you know, what they are working on is that they want to bring Peter Obi and Atiku together, and so join those numbers. And so if they join those numbers, it beats our 8.4 million votes. Zebudaya will say, foul. Let me tell you why it is wrong. Peter Obi, if you make him the deputy to Atiku, There were 3 demographic factors that delivered Peter Obi in 2023. Let me tell you those 3 demographic factors that in fact, 3 would collapse. 1, the other candidates were Muslims. And so there was only 1 Christian candidate. So the whole Christian demography went to 1 point. The second demography that was that the Southeast felt cheated. And so the Southeast all went to 1 point because of that demography of only 1 Igbo man, only 1 Christian. And the third demography, of course, the obedient young Nigerians coming up who felt they were angry, they wanted a younger person and all of that. All the other candidates were older than him. So those 3 demographies delivered that 6 million vote he had in 2023. Once you make Obi the deputy to Atiku, the Christian demography will pull out of that 6 million votes.
But they will not go to Tinubu.
If they remain at political, we are good. No, if they remain at political, we are good. But don't forget that the president also has a pastor who is a wife. A wife who is a pastor. And so that Christian demography will snatch some of them and increase our votes. Don't forget too that Southeast demography that supported him, once it's Atiku, they will pull out. They will not support him. They will not. The pastors cannot come out campaigning for an 80-year-old Muslim president. They will not do that. So he will lose that demography. If it is the other way around, you put Peter Obi as the candidate and you put Atiku cannot even be the vice to start with because he has done 2 terms as vice president. So he cannot do as vice president again. If you put Peter Obi this time as a candidate, he cannot penetrate the north because we have our structures in the north. We have governors, we have senators, we have all the structures.
And Buhari has died with 12 million votes.
We have the structures there who are Buhari's people in the north.
And those who are speaking Hausa at the barrier, they are no longer following APC.
I will show you tapes of people who are saying that they will follow APC.
We're totally